Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today's pick a card reading will be all the messages that your person is thinking about or wants you to know, okay? Now this could be somebody that you've been dealing with significantly. You guys could be in no contact or limited communication right now, or the messages are just coming through of like what they're thinking as well, okay? And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna separate the readings into two separate groups. So it's gonna be groups 1 and group 2, okay? So this is going to be a very detailed reading between both groups. So if you decide that you are group 1, then you will go first in your reading. And then if you decide that you are group 2, then you will go next. And the timestamps will be in the description box and the comments below. Okay, you guys? All right, let's go ahead and get started with group 1 and see how your person feels about you. So I'm going to first go ahead and just channel some of the messages and things that, your person could be dealing with, or, maybe the mutual energy that is shared between the both of you. Okay, let's go ahead and dig in. All right, group 1. So let's see what's coming up for you. Right off the bat, I'm getting like some really strong messages. Okay, you got yes, settling, interesting. Okay. These are going to be very specific messages for your group, and healing. All right. Okay, so, we have settling up here. Okay, so scarcity, insecurity, a lack of faith, maybe believing that you deserve the best rather than maybe what you're given, okay? But we also do have yes here. The answer to your question is yes. So group 1, whatever question that you've been having about this connection and where this is going, I feel that, if you've been wondering if somebody's actions are genuine, or if you've just been wondering if, you're on the right path, in life, then this is a yes, right? This is a yes, even if things are a little shaky right now, or you're unsure of all the answers, or even if you have all the answers, right? But it feels like for you, group 1, that, you've also been trying to open up yourself to more experiences lately. I see that you're trying to be open to the possibilities of things shifting in the right way for you. In tarot we have like the Wheel of Fortune card, things shifting in your favor, and I get this sense of feeling that like you've been waiting for this type of yes, in a very long time. And some of you guys in the recent past, you guys could have been settling, okay? It feels like, we haven't tapped into your person yet, but it feels like, for you, there's been this kind of energy where you feel like a little stagnant. All right, and it feels like some of you guys are healing. We got healing card here. Okay, so there could be some self-care in store here, some self-care, time out, right? Your person could also be doing this too, and they're just also trying to be gentle with themselves. I get the feeling that somebody's like emotionally kind of pulling away just so that they can work on themselves, okay, and maybe have some time to themselves. All right, so this is going to be the mutual energy that was kind of like shared between the both of you. Again, this could be you or this could be them, right? But maybe you guys have like a history of settling, or that you felt like you had to settle before, whatever that looked like. I think it's coming through very strongly that you guys are recognizing there is a pattern that you potentially, I guess, want to break, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and let's continue diving in. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to... let's just see what kind of messages your person wants you to know. Let's do this one first. All right. So, I'm getting very specific, something about timing. Okay. I don't know if this is timing for your person, timing for you, but this feels very specific. So let's see what's going on in group 1. Okay. What messages does group 1's person want to tell them? All right, so the first one that really popped out in face front was my fantasy. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you. So, I feel like right off the bat, group 1, your person here, they definitely have fantasized about you, or they have maybe like some naughty pictures and videos of you guys that they haven't deleted yet. Okay, it's still very much within like deep in their album, even though they're not admitting to it, or there's a sense of like pride of maybe not even wanting to say anything about it, but it feels like they're still very much keeping a memory of you in their vicinity. It feels like they're very much still attached to that. And it's funny because this card came across, it's like them maybe denying that, you know, they even have these pictures or videos for anything other than what you think it is. Hence the reason why. And, you know, I've never even like really noticed that this card said it this way, but I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for ... inspiration. But it ends with I want you. So this person, you know, they have a very deep physical attraction to you, okay? A very deep physical attraction. You know, they see you as somebody that you're like their type, you know, and in some ways, you know, they see that your characteristics are usually the characteristics that they usually go for. And that's big for them, you know, like they don't really find that very often. And so you are definitely their fantasy, and something about you like really draws them to you. There's an aspect about you that they really, really like. Okay. All right. Next card, we have obsessed. Ooh, okay. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time, stalk your socials, and I hope I run into you when I'm out. So, you know, this person, this could have been a person that you had to have known significantly well, you know, for them to know your whereabouts, or at least where you usually frequent. Even if it's just like the typical stores that you usually shop at, maybe they drive by within your area every so often, right? But they definitely also like go on your page or your social media just to see what you're doing, what you're up to. Okay. Now if one or both of you have like blocked each other, or you guys are limiting that contact, maybe like your profile's private or something like that, they definitely have a way of trying to maybe just check frequently. Like, did anything change about you? You know, did you change your picture? Like, did you change your status? Whatever that looks like, right? It's like they're still kind of keeping tabs on you in a way. But they think about you all the time. They're in your energy. And, you know, for them to say, yeah, like I stalk your socials, like it's something that they even think about. And I get that they don't do this very often, you know. I feel like this type of, when they say they're obsessed with you, it's literally like they're crazy about you. They can't stop thinking about you. Okay. And then you have You're My Favorite. Wow. Look at this. Like these three cards are just so in sync with each other. Wow. So let's see what You're My Favorite is. So you're the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. The first thought when I have news to share. You're my person. So this person really does believe that you are their person, group one. Okay. It feels like they really do believe that, because there's a part of them that wants to ignite something with you. And I'm getting the sense that they're also going through their own healing. And they want to go through their own healing in order to become a better person. Just for themselves, but it's a bonus if you notice it too. So I feel like, you know, for some of you guys, I don't know, like this is somebody that like you're currently dealing with, have dealt with, whatever that looks like, right? But it feels like this person is coming through very strongly, as in like they still have feelings for you. It's very deep feelings for you. And they still think about you in more ways than one, right? Not just romantically, but also physically, you know, spiritually as well. Like maybe they believe that you're their person, right? But you definitely fulfill like all their fantasies, you know, looks wise, like you got it. They think about you, you stir up romantic feelings in them. And you happen to be like their favorite person. Maybe like you were the person that they really talk to about everything, you know? So, you know, I'm kind of curious, like what is coming towards you, group one? Like what can we get going on here? So who is a person on group one's mind? What are they thinking about towards group one here? By the way, you guys, if you guys subscribe, I do you know, frequent readings for your zodiac signs. So go ahead and check that out. All right. So, you know, wow, we do have the Eight of Pentacles here. They want to work on this with you. You know, they also, you know, want to work on themselves as well. But there's something about working. Okay, we got the healing card here. It's very apparent. And this person wants to, like, just be generous and show you some love here, okay? Got the Six of Pentacles. There's something about them being generous or wanting to offer that. Or they're also wanting to come, you know, off as this certain way of, like, them really showing out for you, showing out for themselves. There's something about you that really excites them, that they want to keep showing that. Yeah, and look, we got the Page of Wands here, right? The Page of Wands, I mean, this could be somebody that, you know, is very vibrant, exuberant. They also maybe are curious about the world. They could be very well dressed as well, okay? Maybe fashionable. They could also be younger than you, or at least have an age difference from you. Doesn't have to be, obviously, right? They don't have to be younger. But, you know, if they are older, or just at the same age as you, there's something about them that, like, they really keep young about themselves. There's something about them that, like, makes them very energetic and, like, exuberant. Like, this person is hardworking as well, okay? This is the type of person that, like, wants to build something. And they're extremely generous. Like, if they're going out with friends, or, you know, taking their mom out to eat or whatever, it's like they're always going to be, like, the one to pay, is what I'm getting, okay? They're always going to be the one to pay. They also want to, yeah, like, I'm getting just shower things, right? Shower you with things, or shower you with compliments, or just, they're that type of person. It's like, this person likes to do gift giving, acts of service, okay? But they come off as very attractive. And you see it too, all right? Let's see what their intentions are towards you, okay? We do have the Ace of Cups at the bottom. So, you know, this could potentially be a beginning of new love, or just like a cup that's pouring out into love for you guys. New beginning here, all right? Okay, so what are their thoughts towards you? What are their thoughts towards you? Got the Ace of Wands. Wow. They definitely, I'm going to say this and it's going to be very specific, okay? But they definitely have thought about you in the naughtiest ways, all right? They definitely have thought about you in the naughtiest ways. They also, I mean, you make them feel, like, creative, all right? You make them feel like they can do anything within your vicinity. I also get that they want a new beginning with you, okay? But I feel like you still rock their world physically. Like, I get very strong sense that they still have, like, yeah, they still have, like, physical, how do I even say this? Fantasies about you, you know? They still think of you in that way. Wow. I feel like a card wanted to pop out. King of Wands. Wow, look at that. Like I said, oh, this is somebody that, like, definitely is confident, you know, like, as soon as they want something, they're going for it, all right? It feels like they want a new beginning, okay? Queen of Pentacles. Tell me why the Queen of Pentacles is here. The Empress. Okay, so they see you as somebody that's very nurturing, you know, potentially somebody who they could want to have kids with. And it's, you know, it's something that they've always seen in you, all right? They could also see you as somebody who's, like, very financially abundant, or you have financial potential. But, you know, they're looking for that, and they find you to be very stable. It's like they're looking towards you because, you know, they find you to be very stable. Wow. Let's see what their future actions are towards you. What are their future actions towards group 1? What are the future actions? Wow, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and also pick out some last oracle cards for you as well, okay? Wow, let's see what's going on. What are their actions towards you? Look, they want to come towards you. You are literally their wish fulfillment here, okay? You're literally their wish fulfillment. It's like a wish come true for you guys to come together, okay? They could be juggling whether or not to reach out to you, okay? They could be very well juggling whether or not they want to do this, but, you know, in their mind, they do want to do this, okay? It could be that they feel like they're releasing whatever hard work or burden that they have to be with you, or they're releasing some sort of pressure. Maybe they've experienced some sort of pressure, okay? Any other actions towards group, well, I guess from group 1's person? Any other actions? Yes, okay. Ooh, okay, hold on. You got the 7 of Swords here. Oh, sorry, not 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords. You know, I don't get any sneaky behavior from this person, but for me to say 7 of Swords, maybe you thought they were being sneaky, or you thought they weren't being honest with you. But it feels like it feels like they're willing to fight for this, okay? Or they're willing to fight anyone that gets in the way of this. It's kind of like they're done playing around. Maybe like they're coming to show you that they're being serious, because like, you know, you're their person, their fantasy, their favorite, okay? Yeah. And it feels like they're willing to fight for this. You know, it could be that they were juggling a few things, right? I don't know if they were juggling between you and another person. I don't think that's the case. But if it was, right, if they were certainly juggling something, you know, trying to decide whether or not they should make a move, or, you know, they were just trying to weigh out their decisions mostly. Wow. But I feel like this person has a lot of passion for you, and they have a lot of feelings for you. That's what I get. Okay? A lot of deep feelings for you. All right, let's see what other messages can we get for you. We have creativity, okay? Some of you guys could be feeling very creative during this time, or wanting to start something that's creative. All right, let's see what else. What else for group 1? You have masculine. Ooh, your divine masculine, your twin or soulmate is seeking you. Okay. Let's get 2 more. Wow. I feel like this person wants to really come towards you, but they're scared. Yeah, you got fear here. Darkness, hesitation, insecurity, knowing that you are protected. You could also be in fear. You're the one that maybe that's scared of what's going to happen. But it feels like this is just a fear. Okay. Any other messages for group 1? Ooh. And you have ascend, expansion, evolution, universal intelligence, stay connected to spirit. So, you know, group 1, I feel like a lot of you have been working on this, okay? You've been working on, you know, ascending to a different plane, all right? It feels like you guys have been more connected with yourself in some aspect, okay? But there's this desire for you to really stand your ground on something, okay? That's what I'm seeing. You're standing your ground on something. Maybe you're building firmer boundaries just in general, okay? Maybe you're trying to just collect your thoughts before this person comes back in. But whatever it is, it just feels like you're kind of preparing for something, and so are they. And it feels like your person is ready to come towards you. They may come off as like maybe, I want to say competing for you, but they have this fighting energy of like wanting to come towards you in some way, and maybe they're fighting it because it feels like, you know, they're wanting to come towards you for something. Like it's like you bring something out of them where you're very much still in their thoughts. They're very much still in your energy, by the way. Okay. But there needs to be some time to heal, I think. You know, from both of your ends, you and them. Okay? Wow, this is a very, very deep message. Wow. And it feels like, you know, this is how they see you. So how they see you is like a brand new beginning, their wish fulfillment. You know, this is the type of person that they are. Okay? And these are their thoughts and intentions towards you. And they do see you as a wish fulfillment, or they want to come towards you. Again, like I said, with the Ace of Wands, they want a new beginning with you. Okay, they want to kind of start over in some sense. All right, group 1. So this is what I have for you guys, okay? If you guys do feel drawn to group 2 and you want to look at that, I'm going to be doing that right this second. And if not, then I will see you guys later. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into group 2's reading. Okay, so this one will be the second group. So whoever you are in the second group, this is your reading. Let me go ahead and just kind of gather these cards here. Okay. All right, you guys. And thank you guys for liking. You know, let me know in the comments if it resonates with you. I really appreciate that as well. And as always, you know, if you like my style, consider subscribing. All right, let's go ahead and go over to group 2. Okay. All right, group 2. Let's see what we got for you. So we're going to see what are some of the main energies that are coming out, mutual energy that is shared between you and this person. And then we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. So with group 2. Let's see what's going on. All right, group 2, let's see what are the mutual energies between you and your person. All right. Feels like the messages are just, we're brewing here in the messages. All right. We got crossroads. Okay. Tell me more. Ooh, you got a lot of cards come out. Initially, no cards wanted to come out, and now we got messages coming up for you. Okay. Some of you guys could be at a crossroads. Okay, maybe deciding between choices. You have free will, and then you have potential here that also flew out too. Okay, so you have crossroads as the first card that came out. Divergent paths, choices, confusion, following your intuition, okay? Next, you have free will, choices again, decisions, contact, inaction. Action cannot be forced. And then lastly, you have potential, fulfillment, risk, achievement. Your potential is limitless. So group 2, what I get for you is there's this mutual energy, okay? This could be between both you and your person. It also could very well be between just you or just your person. You take it how it resonates. But it feels like you guys have a choice to make, or you guys are at a crossroads over something, okay? Because 2 out of 3 cards here is about choices, right? We have choices here for crossroads. We also have choices here for free will. So there's a decision that you need to make. Or maybe there's a decision that is kind of weighing on you, and you're not sure which route to take. Okay? It feels like some of you guys have been very lost, maybe with like how you feel about this connection, where you're going. But it feels like you guys are needing some sort of clarity, right? Let's see what your person has to say about this, okay? What are their feelings and thoughts towards you? Okay, what are your feelings, or what are their feelings and thoughts towards you, group 2? What are the person on group 2's mind's feelings towards them? Wow. Wow. It's very strong. You guys have my kids. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent. And I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. So this person's definitely thought about raising a family with you. Or at least thought about the distance with you. This could be somebody that you definitely have dealt with in some way. Okay? Let's see what else. What else are they thinking? Group 2's person's on their mind. What are their thoughts? Yeah, playing games. This is a game to me, the way I'm acting, responding, or posting it to get your attention. Okay. So there could be some feelings involved here with how they really feel. Maybe they're putting on an act. I don't know. Maybe you are. Okay. Let's see how they feel. What else do they feel? What else? This card wanted to come out. I'm sorry. Wow, so this is a completely different message than group 1's message. So, if you're coming from group 1, this is a very completely different style, and you guys may be curious as to why these messages are so different, but I feel like you're dealing with, different people here. Group 1 versus group 2's person, right? So group 2, again, you have my kids, right? I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. The second card here you guys have is playing games. This is a game to me, the way I'm acting, responding, or posting it to get your attention. And the last card here is I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. So I feel like, with this person's feelings, group 2, it feels like this person is putting on a front. First of all, they're trying to show you that they're doing okay, okay? They're trying to show you that they're doing okay, that they're just fine, there's nothing going on. They have been doing okay without you, or they've been doing okay by themselves as is, but I get the feeling that they're not. And they're kind of putting on this act. Maybe you have them on social media, or they're just pretending like everything's okay. All right. Or maybe you guys don't even have each other on social media, but they have been stalking your pages or looking at your pages and seeing what you've been up to. They're pretending that they're okay. They're pretending that they're living the life, or that they're just, you know, just being content, which I think for the most part, sure, to some extent they are, but it feels like they're very, very sorry for something. And, you know, this is coming through as an apology here. This is coming through as like, I'm sorry I've hurt you in some way. I'm sorry that things didn't work out, but I'm also sorry about my actions and my feelings, okay? It feels like this person feels a lot of remorse over what happened between the both of you, and they also want to make things right with you, but don't know how. It feels like there's a lot of unspoken things that have been said or not said, right? There's a lot of unspoken things and messages that they want to tell you. It feels like, you know, you may not be giving them like a chance or something if they were to come through and tell you all this. All right. So let's see what is going on. Let's see what your person is like, first of all. Okay. I really want to know what your person is like, group 2. Let's see. What are they like? Who's coming towards group 2? What are they like? Okay. We have the Hanged Man here. Okay. Let's see what else. Ooh. We have the 7 of Cups. And then group 2's person, please. What about them? Ooh, you had a few cards that come out. But I will say, you know, I think for some of you guys are definitely keeping your boundaries with this person for the Queen of Swords to come out, okay? And then you guys have the Sun card here. So you have the Hanged Man, the 7 of Cups, and the Sun card. You know, to you it feels like, well, first of all, I want to say this person has been looking at things from a different perspective. It's like whatever happened in between you guys, you know, it's caused them to sort of go within and really take things and, you know, kind of look at them from a different lens. Okay, that's the energy that it's giving. Like they're basically looking at how they've hurt you. They're trying to be empathetic, trying to put themselves in your shoes. But they're also trying to see, like, what can I do better? You know, what can I do better? How can group 2 forgive me? So it feels like, yeah, they have been doing a lot of introspection. Even though, you know, this isn't the Hermit that's coming out, it's the Hanged Man, but like they're in this energy of like wanting to figure out what happened. All right. You know, for some of you guys could have felt like this person had options, okay, or like they weren't serious. Maybe they were like playing around with your feelings, messing around, or it's just the fact that you thought they had other options. All right. But this person is coming in and like showing that, you know, they're happy. They're happy whenever they're with you, or they're happy whenever, you know, you guys are together in some sort. It's like they still try to put on this front, right? I get the feeling like going back to the playing games card, right? Like this is a game to them, or like, you know, they're simply used to playing these mind games, right? They could be, you know, pulling off the fact that, you know, they may have other options, but really it's kind of killing them inside. And they may come off as very happy, but they may not show that, you know? Even though this is the happiest card in the deck here with the Sun, it just feels like they're putting on this front, or they're trying to show you that they're okay, but they're really not. All right, so let's see, what are their intentions towards you, group 2? What are their intentions? What are this person's intentions towards group 2? Ooh, okay. We definitely had a card that flew out, you guys. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. But I think you guys had the 8 of Swords that flew out. Yeah, you guys did. You guys had the 8 of Swords, all right? So this person's definitely feeling a lot of anxiety and just being trapped in their own thoughts for how things went on between the both of you. What else? What are their intentions towards group 2? Wow, this person, like I said, you know, they could be putting on a front just to show that they're okay, but maybe they're not. What about group 2? What else? Wow. I almost get the sense that this person just kind of doesn't know like what's going on right now. Again, guys, we had another card that flew out. I think, I don't know. I'm going to take this as a sign. Okay. Yeah, look. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles that came out in the reverse. It's like they don't know if they want to work on this. Or they're scared that if they work on this, then, you know, will you reject them if they want to work on this with you? Okay. Wow. Okay, let's see one more for their intentions towards you. I almost get the feeling that, like, they're not putting in the work because something about being scared of being rejected. Yeah, look. You got the Four of Pentacles here. This is somebody who's scared of being hurt. And they're kind of holding on to something very tightly. Maybe holding on to their feelings, their ego. There's something about them, like, not wanting to move forward right now because they're scared. They're scared of approaching you. They're scared of the situation for what it is. This is somebody who is completely just stuck in their own thoughts, right? Like, they don't know where to go with this. And the fact that they are not showing that they want to work on things right now, you know, it says volumes on what's happening. But I feel like they're holding on tightly to the idea of them potentially getting back together with you, if this is somebody that you've been dealing with in the past, or, you know, if they just missed their opportunity in being with you, then this is them holding on to whatever chance that they have left. Okay. Let's see, what are their actions towards you? That's a big one. What are their actions towards you? Wow. You know, I feel like they're coming towards you, or they want to come towards you. They're planning on making their way towards you, group 2. What else? What are this person's actions? Next actions towards you. Wow. This is so, you know, it's really so, I don't know. It's giving like they want to be able to, like, provide this for you, okay? They want to be able to provide this for you. Yeah. They want to be able to, like, have a happy family with you, happy home with you, or, like, you're giving this energy of, like, you know, this is the person that you have made them want to settle down for. Okay? You have definitely brought this out of them. Okay, what else? Last message for group 2 and their person's actions towards them. Wow. I feel like this person does want to make their way towards you. And they're trying to see, like, you know, how they can do that. Yeah, 7 of Wands. But I feel like they're still a little guarded right now, okay? They could be a little guarded, or you could be, right? But it feels like this energy of somebody being guarded and being a little scared of taking a bite. Wow. So let's see what is going on, what messages and, like, you know, remaining themes that we have for you, group 2. Okay, let's see. Ooh, we got something that fell out. You got pause here. Okay. So these are the final messages that we have for you. You have pause, inaction, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. Let's see what else. Okay, for group 2, final messages. Wow. This person really has been contemplating. Okay. So you guys have perception, red flags, delusion, perspective, see through their own false beliefs. Literally, you guys, this is literally what this person's doing here, okay? We have the hangman here, okay? We talked about looking at things from a different perspective. So this is all about perception here for them, okay? They're trying to look at things through a different lens or a different perspective. They're trying to see through their own false beliefs, okay? In some ways, I think, you know, if you guys are currently in separation, or there's a distance between you, or you're not talking as much as you used to, or there's something changed within your dynamic, it's time to pause and reflect, okay? It's time to pause and reflect and maybe see what it is that, like, is going right or wrong in this connection that you want to fix, okay? Wow. Okay, so let's see what the third card is. You have healing. Wow. So self-care, timeout, being gentle with yourself and your twin. Okay, so, you know, it feels like, you know, for both of you, you guys need to take a pause. There's a need for you to kind of go within and just really evaluate the situation, really see yourself, where you're going. Okay, this person's doing the same thing, okay? This person's doing the same thing. You know, they think about coming towards you. But it feels like they want to be able to do some reflection before they can do that, okay? And definitely some healing. But at the end of the day, you know, you guys do have free will. Both of you do. This is the mutual energy that's shared between you, right? I think in some ways you guys are both at a crossroads of, you know, how to go about this situation. But most importantly, you guys are really just trying to find out what this is leading to and what is the meaning of all this, okay? So these are all the messages that I have for you, group 2. Thank you guys for sticking around. I really appreciate you. And yeah, subscribe guys. All right. Appreciate you so much, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.